Okay, welcome to the match right now. This is gonna be the game for the last game of the first round, and this match is gonna be the Sylasgobrr versus DieselR8. Um, as it's round one, it's still gonna be a best of one, but nobody can get eliminated. It's just to decide who gets on the loser and who gets on the winners bracket. Um, yeah, there's not a lot to say before we can go to the match. Um, there has been a bit of a pause because of the Easter holidays that are for most people. But now we're just gonna resume the matches. So to not keep you here any longer, I'm gonna switch over to the screens of the players, and they both seem to be ready for this game. Both are not playing on the full screen. I like it. And yeah, I guess I'm pretty much ready as well. So I'll just start the countdown. So start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, wait. We might have to do a quick restart. It seems like Silas is not responding. Do you mind if we restart? Wait, I'll talk with him. Um, I'll see if we can fix it real quick. He said he did not hear me. Okay, I can hear him too, but wait, okay. He's trying to rejoin. Do you hear us now? Okay, perfect. It was a bit confusing because you seemed to be ready, but then when I started the game, you were not ready. No problem. Uh-huh. What is going on? Why is it not? What? Aha. Okay. Now we fixed everything. That delayed us a tiny bit, but no worries. Um, so we are already set again, and now Silas can even hear us. So let's start again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, I fucked up a tiny bit because so that we had a little black screen, but now everything is working smoothly. Diesel did die once in the first level, but Silas died trying to escape the circle in the second level, but he gets it on the second try. So he does have a lead here in the beginning compared to Diesel, who seems to struggle with the skip on that level a bit. He can he cannot get the right timing, so he just decides to go the normal route. Still one of the more annoying levels, so it's very normal to struggle on it a bit. Okay, wait. Ooh, very nice. That was very synchronized devil face we saw popping up here, but on very different levels. As Silas is already now onto gaps 5, while Diesel is just finishing out Revolve. So already quite a big lead, but that is also something to be might be expected, as Silas is one of the top players, and Diesel is pretty much the underdog here. Almost gets the skip on that level here, but both dying a bit. I'm gonna mute on Discord real quick so that I don't hear the players. I forgot to do that, and that distracted me a bit. So now I'm just here on the stream. So Sylasgobrr already onto the last level of Boom, where he just has to wait. Wow, that felt like a really early jump. I don't know if it's just because of the small screen, but that felt really fast compared to other runs of Boom 5. DieselR8 now finishing off Gaps 5, dying in Boom 1 as he moved too far. Now he goes a bit safer, but he moves too far to the right at the second part. Now he's going a bit safer there too, makes sense. The most important thing is to die as little as possible, and Silas is not dying a lot, so Diesel is gonna have a tough match here. Well, this match he is the underdog by far, so it makes sense. It's the first round where we randomize the matches, so nothing to be too scared about. I wonder why he reset there. That was not really needed, I felt like, but honestly, I don't 100% understand what trolls in that level. Silas did die twice trying to go for the skip, 3 times. He's really not putting up the best showcase of his strength in this run, but he is quite ahead. Diesel in Boom 4 and Silas in Shove 3, now entering Shove 4. So he is 2 entire like doors ahead, as that's thorny between them. Dice here that felt like a really weird death on my screen. Maybe it was the lag, but that looked like Silas was way to the left of the spike and still died for some reason. But he's into right, Diesel now entering thorny 2. It's a quite annoying level, so maybe he's gonna die here too, but he goes very safe to avoid dying. Very nice. Barely makes it out of the trap there, but he did not die, and that's all that matters. What I also wanted to say is Diesel might have like pretty bad odds on this match particularly, but to still yeah, I try to make the tournament as fair as possible, in at least in my thought process, in my theory, as the double elimination format allows players that lose the first randomized encounter round to still climb their way back up. Of course, they have the like disadvantage that if they lose in the losers bracket, they will get eliminated. But if you just go for the win-loss, everybody can like tank a loss and yeah, will only get eliminated after the second loss. DieselR8 barely enters the door and shove 3 in time. Meanwhile, is already on Hills 3. Although he had a few deaths, he's still putting up a pretty good performance, I feel like, at the moment. Like, um, the gameplay, except for his death, was very clean. He showed off a lot of skips that you can do. Like this, I think the stream lagged a bit, but he went like diagonally through that, which saves a tiny bit of time. Oh, DieselR8 just fell for the tiny. Oh, okay. What I was trying to say, fell for the trap in right 2, but then he also was too impatient and went for the wrong. Oh no! He thought it was another troll. That is an unfortunate reset, as it's a pretty long level, as all right levels. Oh, we might see if Silas did it correctly. We might just see a skip of a lift here, but he did not time it correctly and still went down the lift. Oh no, I missed it. I believe Diesel did get the skip in ride 3 though. Interesting. So what we just saw on Silas' screen was, I believe, a pretty consistent way to hit the timing for lift 4, as he just spammed the jump button and it seemed to have timed it perfectly. That's very good to know. I've not seen it done that way before. Now into clones. I'm not quite sure how many levels there are between them. So I guess we'll just see how well the runs turn out in the end. After his early game, Silas is now on a pretty clean run. Diesel. Wow. Okay, that was the closest way to avoid that I have seen in a bit. Like that looked like it was the last pixel possible to avoid that ball in Hills 1 where Diesel hit it. But Silas is now on to Runner. He did struggle quite a bit with the Runner 1 level, but he got better, I guess, more consistent on the Runner level. Diesel now onto the halfway point level-wise in the mini boss level. he dies pretty much at the beginning, so it's not too bad of a death. But Sylas almost died on runner 2 right at the end. He went a bit late there. Sylas is really impatient on that level, so we might see the glitch. Okay, he did go safe there, as he knows that if you hit the button too early, then you might encounter the glitch where one spike still stays up, even though it shouldn't. So he got out just fine. Now on to runner 5, Diesel now enters the new levels, so he's on to lift. But there he seems to be pretty confident with these levels. He's just cruising through the first couple of lift levels. He definitely did not go for the lift save on that level though. As I believe you have to wait in the beginning so that you offset, because the lift always triggers after a few seconds, but the platform only starts to move after you moved. So you can offset that. But except for that, Diesel did a very clean lift. Meanwhile, Sylas is very fast in enemies. Enemies too, he did go for the fastest strat where he just pushed the enemy back right at the beginning and afterwards just sprinted upwards. By the way, as you might have noticed, no wait, you actually don't hear the sounds of the streams. I believe, so there's nothing you have to worry about. No way. Okay, I didn't watch DieselR8's screen for a tiny bit here, and I just started to watch again when he died on the last troll on Clones 1. That is very tragic death, in my opinion. It always gets me when I play the level though. Sylas chills on the right side of the wall in falling 2. And oh, sorry. I did give you a little black screen there, but as you can see, Diesel is now onto clones 4. And I think he's going for the fast strat. Okay. He does not go for the fast strat, but chooses to go the safer route, which I completely understand, as it can get really confusing with all the different speeds of the clones and clones 4. Sylasgobrr is now onto the last falling level. He's just falling upwards. Meanwhile, Diesel is just entering runner and dies, but still very much at the beginning, so nothing to worry about. Sylas is now in arcade, which could make or break his run. As we all know, Arcade 5 loves to glitch out, and Arcade 1 does so as well, or did so quite a few times in this tournament already. Diesel did not struggle with the runner 2, but he went, oh, that was really close in runner 3. I'm interested in seeing what strategy Silas uses in the combat section to maneuver the comets and to go in the door as fast as possible. He dies. That's not a good strategy, Silas. You should work on that. Meanwhile, Diesel also dies on runner 4 as he forgot the little throw there, but now he got through perfectly, and I missed the strategy in the comment section. That's my bad. I just have to watch the VOD afterwards or something. Oh, okay, so this was close to dying there, and now onto the buggiest level of them all. Diesel did die pretty much in the middle of. Oh no. Sorry to. Wait. Okay. No. Okay. I thought I saw a block on Saddle screen not breaking when first touched, but everything seems to be fine. Yeah, that's the not bugged route. So what I was trying to say, Diesel, is onto runner 5 and sadly died to the source there. So we had to reset a few times afterwards as well. So it's now onto glitched. Oh no. Diesel is really struggling with runner 5. I understand that though, especially the death he just had on the like 3 platforms with the spikes in between, because you have to jump pretty early on the first platform to avoid dying, just like he did there. So it's now on to the invisible maze of glitch 3. Meanwhile, Diesel is just getting into enemies. Very nice. Okay, Silas jumps early into that. So sadly, we can't really see him as it's too tiny. Pretty much, but he finishes out the thing as well. Diesel, oh no. Whoa. Why was he not able to push the enemy there? Oh no. Diesel encountered the bug where you can't push the enemy. Is it fixed after the reset? Wait, what? What the hell happened on Diesel's screen? What? Sorry, I'm not commentating on Silas's run, but so Diesel first had the bug I know of where the enemy like freezes when you try to move it instead of actually moving with you. But then he activated the first button and it just trapped him. I've never seen that. That's so weird. Okay, well, so it's on the second to last level, and he does not get a clean. No, third to last level. My bad, sorry. But he does not get a clean route of the springs. You can save, I believe, 1 or 2 springs on that compared to the run he got, but he is close to entering the last level. Meanwhile, Diesel just entered enemies 5, a very annoying level as the enemies like to have trashy hitboxes. Diesel now onto the last level with a pretty nice entry time. We're probably gonna see another sub 22 minutes run. Yeah, but definitely not more than that, if I'm not mistaken. Diesel is in the falling sections now. In my opinion, a pretty relaxing one, though it can be a bit boring, as there's definitely nothing to skip there. But oh no, he he was a bit too far to the left and had to reset the level as he missed the door. That is really unfortunate. It slides to the right so fast, so you pretty much have to already stand where the door is gonna be afterwards. So Silas is basically finishing up the run with a very good time of 21 minutes and 37 seconds. I believe it's the second best run we had in the tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, it would currently be third place on the leaderboard, but I can't really check right now, as you would get a black screen if I tried to look. But we'll just see afterwards or something. It's not really important though. Well, but let's talk about Diesel's run. He also has a pretty solid run, I believe. Whew. Although that was really close to dying there on Arcade 1. He's really often hitting the edges here. I'm worried it might trigger a bug, but no. Because it's not 100% sure in the community, but like sometimes you can offset the character a bit on the levels Arcade 1 and Arcade 5, so that yeah, it's just not the usual route he takes. And it was speculated that you can do it by hitting the edge, but I don't know. It's not 100% sure at the moment. And the developers, I think they are working on fixing it. Whoa! Okay, that was so close. Really unfortunate death there by Diesel. Almost avoiding dying there. That was so close. He was so close to dying and surviving. Crazy to see. But on his third try, he does it really nice. And wow, that was really fast and confident on the first half there. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay, okay. Holy. That was so fast. It looked like he was in a car with no brakes. Like, wow. Which almost caused him to die another time, but he did avoid dying, so I think it was even faster than what Silas did in his run. Oh, that was a bit weird. So it looked pretty much normal at first, the Arcade 5 run, but then he, like usually, okay, I think he didn't really save any time though. But what happened is the player usually like bumps at the top of the level and then against the block, breaking the block, and then going on top of the level again before falling down. But on his run, he just got on top of the level and then broke the block and then pretty much went straight down again. And that was weird. Well, but he got through glitch 2 without a lot of deaths, which is really nice to see. It's one of the more challenging levels. Um, Pretty much the whole glitched door is very difficult to play, except for glitched 5, which is basically stay on the left and do nothing. I wonder what he's dying to here. It's an invisible maze, and I have not explored the maze that much, but it looked like the right route to me, so I'm really confused. Does he have to go up one more? Oh, no? Yeah. Okay, now he got it. I don't know. Even I don't know. Um, it would be fun to have the option to like see hitboxes or something in the glitch 3 level, because I have no freaking clue on how the maze looks there. I only know the route you have to take. So back to the current level he's on. He's struggling quite a bit with oh, no way, that's such a sad death. But he's struggling with glitch 4. It's such a difficult level, in my opinion. It's this like part where you are so like thin is the most difficult part without counting any skips there is in the game. But what he doesn't know is that you can just make it completely free by just holding to the left and keep holding when you're at the wall. As we saw multiple players on the tournament do before. But of course, this is just a for fun tournament, so I didn't expect everybody to watch all the matches. There's nothing to blame here, but eventually he did finish that level. Very nice. Silas is just chilling out. Maybe he's gonna train a bit, I don't know. Um, Meanwhile, Diesel is now on to the last levels and barely catches the early jump there, but very confident here, very nice. Very nice. It's really interesting as he has a few levels where there would be an easier route or a nice skip that he doesn't take, but then again, he has levels where he goes through very confidently and very quickly. Very nice to see that he doesn't struggle with everything, because of course that would be a bit heartbreaking. But here the invisible parts are really annoying. Um, it's more of a muscle memory thing, in my opinion. So um, of course Silas, as the current second place on the leaderboard, did train a bit more than Diesel did. But I believe Diesel's PB still is a lot better than this run. Of course, I could list many reasons that could affect his performance on this run, but we also saw quite some highlights. I just want to point out, For example, the arcade 4 movement where he went so quick really surprised me. Whoa. Okay, he took a quicker route there at first, and I didn't even know that specific route existed. I know of another quick route there, but he just took the spring more to the left and then skipped a spring, and I didn't know. I didn't even know you could do that. Like, that's so interesting. That's why I like to cast these matches. There are so many interesting things to discover that you don't even see on the leaderboard runs, as some players or participants of the tournament are not putting a lot of their runs or any runs on the leaderboard on speedrun.com. So of course that makes it hard to say like, oh, they compare like that to other players, but you can also see stuff that you wouldn't expect. So very interesting. No way. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is freaking tragic because Diesel did fall down from the springs, which is pretty annoying, but the reset just took even more time. Okay, so oh wow. Okay, we saw a route I wasn't expecting performed by Silas here. So I think he just wanted to showcase how the perfect round of the Springs room would look like. Um, as that seemed pretty much like the best you can do. Um, yeah, again, I'm not 100% sure. Well, but Diesel did pass the Springs this time. Now there are a bit of invisible parts left here, invisible gaps that you have to maneuver, but he seems to be quite fine. And he's on the last stretch, final stretch, and just about to finish up his run as well, with a final time of 33 minutes and 46 seconds. Still a pretty good time, and we had a few highlights I really liked. Yeah, so this is it for the runs. So I'll just switch over to the game overview. So to give you a quick teaser, the next game is played is gonna be the game number 7, Bros versus Alkfish, in roughly 4 hours. Yeah, so it's gonna be the first game of the loser brackets. From now on, all games are gonna be at least best of 3. So yeah, more time to see even more exciting runs. And I'm really hyped for all the upcoming matches. I'm gonna keep you updated on when which matches are gonna get played, and there's probably gonna be a lot of matches in the next few days. And yeah, I'll just say I'll see you there. Thank you for watching this game, and see you in 4 hours. Bye bye.